Welcome to my Market Minute. This is my perspective on the real estate market. I share the stats above with you. You obviously can read the headlines and the news feeds, but I want you to hear from me what I'm actually experiencing when I'm out working with buyers and sellers and lenders and builders. So I have to start with great news. I just finished my most productive week in my real estate career. I had a closing every day last week. So the last 30 days have been very busy. And obviously, I can't ignore what's happening around the world, but I don't focus on that. I focus on you and I focus on how I can help you. So when you tell me that your wife got transferred to North Carolina and that you need to sell your home, we get to work. When you tell me that your husband's retiring and you want to move to the mountains, we get to work. When you tell me you want to buy your first home, we get to work. When you are referred to me by a friend and share that you are part of the Micron expansion, you want to put roots down here in Idaho, we get to work. And so, also when you share with me, hey, we want to do a price drop on our home. It's been stagnant for a little bit. We want to work on the activity. We definitely get to work. So I start the marketing over on that. We're doing open houses that generated activity. All of that stuff helps. So all of this has been happening in the last 30 days. And like I said, it's been a very busy month. And I always ask people, like, what's most important to you? Is it price? Is it time? Is it a smooth process? Is it assistance with preparing your house? Obviously, I want to make all of these things happen, but the two most popular ones, price and time, sometimes depending on the market, they can't happen at the same time. So, but with my two listings this past month, they both received multiple offers within the first day, and they both closed over asking price. So both homes were in great showing condition and great home inspection condition. And sometimes those two things are very different. So, but these houses were buttoned up, dialed in, the buyers saw it. And so it was fantastic experience as we got through the last 30 days with those. I also had buyers that were in the market. They locked in their rates after mortgage rates started to climb due to international events in the last month, and they were still comfortable with their mortgage payment to move forward with the process. So again, those headlines can be scary, but it's, what does it look like for you? So if you ask me, okay, well, that was last month, what about this month? Things have obviously changed. I will tell you this, I'm trying to read less headlines every day. I actually gave up the news for the 40 days of Lent. I couldn't escape it, but I set rules for myself. I wasn't allowed to click on any headlines. I wasn't allowed to read any comments on anything that I saw. And I have to fully admit, oh my gosh, my headspace felt so much better. My anxiety, all of that. So I think I'm going to continue with that process, but obviously I'm not sticking my head in the sand about the news, but I also want to focus in on you and what you need. So I don't know what rates are going to do in the next month, but I do know amazing lenders that I can refer you to that you can connect with and find out what a new monthly mortgage looks like for you based on your situation and your income and your debt to income ratio and all of that. I can definitely do that. I can also introduce you to contractors and vendors, and we can work to get your house in the best showing condition, the best home inspection condition, so that when you hit the market, you're hitting it with your best foot forward. I also know how to arrange the photos in the MLS so that I give buyers a visual tour of your house when they see it online. If you saw my social media post, you would understand that joke. So, what does the real estate market look like for you? That is what matters. And you know what? Sometimes it's not going to be the right time, but you don't know until you look into it. So I would say turn off the comments, turn off the noise, maybe even turn off the family and people that are interjecting their own opinions. Focus on your dreams, focus on finding out the answers for you based on your decision, and then make that decision. Like I said, it might not be the right time. It might be a time to say, hey, we're going to pause. We're going to reevaluate this after the summer, but it's what's best for you, not what's best for everyone else. I'm here to help you whenever you are ready.